guess you probably don't have access to a lot of that stuff. Yeah. I mean, kudos to you, right? You've done a nice job on him. So that means there's not huge places where we go, oh, there's this big hole in this horse. You know, the big thing for me, for him, is the quality of the canter more so than the trot. You know, getting those shoulders really coming up in the canter and staying round over the back. I'm picky, I know I am. That's right. Yeah, go with him in those moments. Good. Good. No less trot than this. Good. Feel, especially the beginning of that turn, that it starts a little bit more off of the way you turn your upper body and off of your inner leg. Everything in trot has to be about how he comes forward off of your inner leg. Good. So that when you start that turn, you know, he's so nice and reactive, but be aware that he doesn't fall left. You feel how he could yield him a little to the outside rein. Good. Same thing this way. Feel the first step of the new flexion is about how he steps under his body. More this direction, that his right hind steps more under your left rein or your left foot. There. See the difference there? That little correction really changed the way he uses his body and points his chest more direction he's going. Feel that right hind step under your left foot. There. Sometimes he falls in on that right hind. Good. Very nice. And straight ahead. Good. Does he feel a bit more motivated now?
Yep.
Good. Think about that right hind in the corner. Ah, that was better. Think that you could allow that inside hind leg to step to the new wall in the turn. Good. Oh, is that for me? Thank you. I'm actually okay now after running around with that horse. Thank you, Jane. That's very sweet. Good. Yep, a little bit more on right flexion. It gets a little bit soft on that right rein when the right hind leg doesn't come under. Almost a leg yielding thought off your right leg. Feel the leg yield. Feel the leg yield. And leg yielding towards the wall. Yeah. And do that again. Keep them around your right foot. A little bit off the wall. Keep the right flexion down on the right ear. And then use only leg yield the right hind leg. Only the right hind. There. Good, that's better. Now he finds a bit more swing. Think that right hind leg steps over to the new wall in the turn. The right hind leg steps towards me. Good. Keep him flexed a little right. And yield him to the outside ring. Good. And change direction. Point his chest more on the turn. Point him towards me. Good. Now a little more forward. Good. Good riding. Yeah, don't let him quit there. Don't let him quit. A little bit over tempo. Yeah, speed up. There, and pat him. Now make him a little more supple again. Good. Can you bend him a little bit more left? Without him falling left. Better. A little bit more again. There. Very good. Good. And then if he feels good, let's give him a little break. Good. You know what I meant to ask you guys yesterday? What do you do if you have, do you have a surgical clinic near, way up in the middle of nowhere? What if you have a sick horse or a colicky horse that, you do? Yeah. Oh, that sounds so bad. You know, I teach some clinics out in New Brunswick, or I have, and they don't have a surgical clinic in all of New Brunswick either. They have to go to PEI. Yeah. There's I think there's a university in PEI maybe, or... And how far is Edmonton, Calgary? Oh, same as Vancouver. So they just died. That's awful. No. Okay. Okay. Off the wall, I want you to make a walk transition. On the circle, walk, flexion. And now just think like a little turn on the forehand. Ah, and round, round, round. There. There. Flexion, yield him a little bit. Good. There's a good reaction to that. And trot. Keep there. Good. Supple a little right. Good. A little bit more inner leg there. This is the positioning I want him. A little bit more around your inner leg. Good. And once you come off the wall, walk again. Flexion. Leg yield a little. There. Good. Think like that flexion right, that round on the left rein, turn on the forehand. Good. Good. Push them all the way out to the wall. Yeah. Supple the right, and trot. Good. Correct posting diagonal, please. Thank you. Good. Flexion right again. Good. Now feel that, like on this corner, feel what we did in the walk. Right leg. Ah, keep the right flexion though. Don't drop that rein. You're a little too light in your right rein sometimes. Good. Use it until you don't need to use it anymore. Good. And again, as you come to the open part, let's just leg yield them a little bit to a bigger circle. Yeah, pat them. Keep your right bending. Keep your right bending. Keep your right bending. Keep it. Keep it. Touch. Yeah, keep it. Keep it till he gives to you. Keep cantering. Keep the right bending more. There. Now trot. Feel what that did to the shoulders. And trot. Close your knees for the downward transition. Make a fist with your left hand. Good. And now leg yield a little bit out to a bigger circle. More of the hips. That was a bit too much the shoulders. Now we make the circle a bit smaller around. That's right. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Touch outside leg. Touch with your left. Okay. Yeah, there. Keep going. Now sit a little bit back. Push out into your outside rein. There. Now back to trot. Bending right, inner leg. Ah, go with him. Little shorter reins now. Good. And now make your circle a bit smaller. Good. Good, bend a little right, bend right, bend right. Hip your outside hand low, there. And smaller again. Good. So he learns to come a little more together. Ah. One more circle like this, and then we make him step out to the outside rein with your inner leg to a bigger circle. Good. Yep, keep going. Keep going around your right leg. Push a little. Don't let him quit. More right bending. There. That's better. How's that feeling? And then let's make a figure eight to the left. Good. And as you come off the wall, stay on this circle, make a transition to walk. Keep bending left for the downward transition. Good. And now together we step a little to the outside rein. Good. Think turn on the forehand. Get the left hip a little bit away. There. Flexion left. There. Good. And relax. Keep the bend left. In your elbow. Bend, not just your wrist, your elbow, yeah. Ah. And we push them back out to a bigger circle. Ah, good. Walk, bend, and now push them back out to the bigger circle. Yep. Sideways. There. And now relax. Now look between his ears. Good. 2 steps sideways and then trot. Bend your elbows. Good. That's right. And same thing this way. Now push them a little to the outside rein within the left bending. Good. And more trot. More trot. There. Good. And pat them with your left hand. And then pat them with your hand. Good. And now bend them a little more this time. Inner leg. And pat them again. And a figure eight back to the right. Now think here about his right hip stepping towards me. Yeah, bend right, bend right, bend right, bend right. Twice as much. Keep going. Big circle around me. Good. And soften now. There. Now you let the energy flow through your inside rein, and now see how much steadier he is. Good. And a transition to canter. Good, leg yield them away from me and bend right. Leg yield them away and keep bending right. Keep bending right, and then there. Now relax. Pat them with your right hand, and then back to canter. Yeah. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And we just repeat it, no big deal. Good, and more canter. Good, and now flex right again. Close your right foot a little. Yeah, through that place. Good, keep turning right, keep turning right. Keep turning right. Forward. Push. Outside hand low. There. See, sometimes I feel in those moments that you give to him instead of him give to you, right? And that's the difference in getting him to really be great or really being good, because now he's starting to use his whole body a bit more. And yes, we find more resistances. Push again. Yeah, push again. Yes, but see, then the shoulders change. The way he uses and canters through his whole body and forward on the circle. There, follow with your hand. Good. That's a much better canter. What does that feel like? Good, and now back to trot. Through the right bending. Through the right bending, close your knees. Make a fist on your left hand, but keep the suppleness. Good. Come on your diagonal. Cross the long diagonal. And after the center line, you slowly change flexion left and just a baby leg yield over to the outside rein. Doesn't have to be parallel, he just has to be in the bending and thinking about stepping under with his left hip. Good. That's a pretty trot. Good. Is he going pretty much on his own here, or are you having to work hard? Okay. Good. And then let's do a little left lead canter. A little more in the left bending before. There, like that. Good. And forward. Yeah. Soft shoulders and elbows. Good. Really follow. And now push a little outside leg, but keep the left bending. Touch right spur. There. And relax. Good. And straight down the long side, medium canter. But keep that feeling in the bridle. It's good. You're riding great. Relaxing your knees. Pat him. Bending left. Good. Now come back on your diagonal and find the transition to trot. No canter to the right yet. Just trot. Bend right. Bend right. Good. Change your posting diagonal. Good. And circle 20 meters. Good. And flex a little bit more right. Right leg. Right leg. There. And soft. Good. And back to canter. Yep. Yep. Keep the right bending. Good. Outside hand low. Good. A little bit more right bending. Work through that place of resistance right there. Work through that place of resistance till you get to the other side. Good. Now straighten the neck a little bit. Outside leg. Little round on the left ear. Push a bit more with your seat. There. Now relax. Straight ahead. Extended canter. Keep the right flexion and give. Good riding. And come back on the diagonal. Round, round, good, and trot. Nice. Good. And then in the second corner, you make a 10-meter circle around me, and then we make the transition to walk on the circle with the left bending. Bend your right knee so you control the outside hind leg and walk. Yeah. Bending left, flexion, and walk. And pat him. Good transition. Give him a little break. Very good. That was a nice transition you wrote, because then he stayed in front of you. to start thinking on the shoulder in, to start thinking on the haunches in. And we're going to do next a little counter canter. Because he's real beautiful, real harmonious, as long as he's real sort of simple and straight and in like a nice working gait. But to push him out of that, you know, then it's got to really work. And so we want to just pick away at that so he gets a bit stronger and more supple and lets you in a little bit more there. You know, and for the purposes of this clinic, we do a little bit more with him, but you know, at home, you know, he can get all this done in 25 minutes, you know? Like he doesn't have to put in a big long training school each day. Same thing like we were talking earlier, you know, one day we do a little bit more one thing, one day we do a little bit more the other. He's really nice in his training. You've done a very nice job. So he doesn't have to really go through everything every day. Like our young horses, we do, at 4 years old, they probably work 4 days a week, 25 minutes, maybe a half day. You know, one day jumping a little bit. We really do try on the young horses to keep them real motivated. Nice. That was the only time I fell off this winter. I haven't fallen off in so many years, was jumping my own 4-year-old that I bred. It was so stupid of me. This high. But I had made, like, I just had jumped him over a cavaletti, and then I had somebody who wanted to see him jump, and so then they wanted to see him over a gate. Same height as a cavaletti, maybe, you know, 3 inches higher over a gate, and he stopped at it. Because I didn't let him look at it, it was my own fault. And then I went back to it and he backed off a little bit. And as soon as I closed my leg just to ride to a better spot, he just left from there, like trying so hard. And then he jumped so high that he landed, and I think felt so good. He landed and bucked. And I am not a jumper. I mean, I jumped and evented as a kid, but I really haven't done it in a long time. And I realized when they do that, when the jumpers, they just let the rein slide right through their hands. Well, I just held on to the rein, and so he just pulled me with them right over his head. And the horse has a little bit of a short neck, and I went right ass over tea kettle. It was kind of funny because that horse is like the quietest, safest young horse I've probably ever had, and that was the one I fell off of. I actually enjoy it, like on the young horses. I actually, it was kind of fun, but I didn't like falling off, but I liked doing it. Like a cavaletti, that's jumping for me. Not a whole lot higher than that. Good, this time I want to see you find a nice walk, and then I want to see the canter transition from the walk. Good. Keep the suppleness here so that you know exactly what you're going to get. Good. Don't be afraid to bend him a little bit and push him through that place. Good. Nice. Keep going. And when you're ready, a nice big circle and left lead canter. A little bit more around your left leg. There. Good. Pat him. Yep. Even if he does that, go with him next time. Doesn't have to be perfect. He has to feel the ability to do it. There, good. Good, even better. Nice big circle, working canter. Good. Good. Bend a little left. Until you feel like when you soft, push a little inner leg. Until you feel when you soften that he's going to stay there. And a loop to X and back. Nice shallow serpentine to the center line and back to the corner. Good. Inner leg. Now a little more canter. Once more. A little more, with a little bit more impulsion this time, okay? It's okay. It's okay. I like that. I actually would, like, I would have changes on this horse already. which he looks like he already does, kind of. Do that once more. This time a little bit more in the left bending, left leg forward, left leg forward. There. Now come on the diagonal, medium a little bit. Before the corner, you make a change, whether it works, whether it doesn't work, but from a real forward working canter. Round the left rein, good. Good, keep going. Touch outside spur, touch outside spur. There, good, and pat him. And a big circle. I like to start those changes before they get too balanced. Like as a 3-year-old even, I would do it, or early 4-year-old. And then I don't touch them again until they're like 5 or 6. And your counter canter loop. Good, bend your right elbow, right leg a little forward, your right leg forward. Yeah, I saw that. You put your right leg a little bit more forward towards his shoulder next time. And count, yeah. And again, a bit more positive in the energy, okay? And start looking. Shallow. Bend right more. Good. And around me like a 12-meter circle. Yeah. There, that's what I want. See, when he does that, outside leg. Yeah, flex right, bend right a lot. Now touch outside spur. There. Now outside hand real low. There, you got him. Now a bit smaller circle again. Good. Very good. Now diagonal, and then in the middle trot. Flex the right. Keep going, no big deal. And trot. I never get too fussed. If he's going to make the change clean, no big deal. Bending left, there. And a little baby shoulder in now. More left leg. Good, keep going. And a little bit more inner leg in the corner. Ah, yeah, again in the corner. Ah, pat him. And now back to rising. Good, diagonal, extended trot. Good job. Keep him around your inner leg here. Yes. Good, a little rounder, but don't stop. Good. Flexion right. Keep going, and a little baby shoulder, and again to finish up. And rising or sitting, doesn't matter. Good, a little rounder in the right. It's a little harder with the right hind leg. Bending the right. Good. Bending the right. There, that much. And diagonal. Good. Now bend a little left. And then in the corner, you're going to make a small circle around me, and we find the walk transition. From the left bending. From the left bending. There. And walk when you're ready. That much bend. Good. Good, and long reins. I think that's enough for him. Very good. Done a nice job with him. Yeah. Do you have any questions about that? Just good basic riding, you know. He's got to be a little bit more supple. He's got to let you in a little bit with a little bit more volume in all of his gaits so that he covers a bit more ground, a bit more uphill, a bit. But, you know, overall, you're doing a really good job. It's just a little, you know, you can ask always a little more. You're welcome.